Dan here, TV Speed Shop. I'm going to hit my head on this, I feel it. Frustration has set in, but we're powering through. Hardly even mad at all. So I've been kind of working under the car, so I dropped some stuff off to get a drive shaft built today at lunch, so hopefully I'll get it tomorrow maybe. Or maybe still yet today, I don't know, it's not even, I don't know how late old Ryan at Domar works, but come on man, we've got priorities here. But anyways, underneath the car, I got a couple of freeze plugs. So this one's actually had a really big dome on it, the other one I had was kind of more square, so I knocked that into the transmission, which was actually quite a lot of work because it's tight under there. So I did that. I put the speedometer gear on the gear vendor, and I got this brake off. You say it out loud, it doesn't feel like I got a whole lot done in 2 hours, eh? Wow. Anyway, this proportioning valve, metering block, whatever you want to call it, fought me tooth and nail, but I got it off. Obviously, that must have been on the car because it was not coming off easy. So I think I mentioned the last one, but I have another one which is the same as that, but this is meant disc. So we have that. We have our new master cylinder. And actually a speed shop had this little kit which is pretty slick. So this is basically a set of flex line. So we're gonna need this. Sorry. For the back brakes. So we should be able to do that and then pipe in to the hard line. I ordered e-brake cable, but it might not be here in time. I'd like to get this thing kind of taken care of. And the rear calipers, you have to have the emergency brake set or adjusted for it to bleed for some reason. I guess because the emergency brake is a mechanical version of the hydraulic system, so it all kind of has to be working together. So I got to get on that, or vice grip it, or do whatever we got to do. But I would like it to work. It's just I'm waiting on a cable, and I think I can make a Tri-5 cable work. So I have a cable in this thing, which we could, I guess we could take all right apart, but it's just nice how this is like a full unit, just ready to go. Mind you, I am going to take this brake line off. Yeah, we'll just scavenge some parts off that. So we're trying to do that. Actually, the guys are coming to pick up this 56 Chevrolet. So it's just back in view here. So it runs and drives just cherry enough to go on a trailer. We got to get a bumper for it. And I had another grill, but actually the grill's pretty nice shape for this thing. But anyway, that's the plan. We might be able to fill up the transmission. So that'd be kind of cool. And then, ghosts. We're really just waiting on the drive shaft. But if we can get the brakes dialed today, or this video, it might be a bit of a hassle. I think I have enough stuff to kind of make it all work. But if we can get the brakes working, brakes are good, transmission should be good. We got to hook the gear vendor up, but I mean, you can just run it without power to it, and it'll be like just a regular Turbo 400. And ultimately, yeah, it's kind of getting there. I'd like to do the seat. I ordered a drive shaft loop for it. Yeah, kind of odds and ends. Anyways, I'm babbled enough. Let's get on the braking system and see what we can get kind of figured out there and go from there. I think this is all like literally the exact same. So that's the back side. Right? Oh yeah. Yeah, so it should all just fit the exact same way. I think all the lines should work. I had to cut one line, otherwise the other one should just thread in there, and I got to weld one bolt on because I got a little grindy with it because it wasn't coming off, but we have a welder, so we can fix it. Alright, so the boys are here picking up the 56. They look like the guys who would buy a 56 Chevy and drive it 17 hours home. This 56 Chevy. So they watch the videos. They know what the car is. We're not hiding anything. They're super happy. They actually have a bunch of shirts and everything like that, so they're super good guys. So I hope it works out for you. I mean, I'm sure it'll be a great, clean, one owner, low mileage, lady driven on Sunday car. But so what's your plan? What are you gonna do with the thing?
Probably power tour.
Power tour. Oh yeah, you said that. So yeah, they're gonna be on power tour next year. So hopefully we'll be there and we'll see them. And when you see us broke down, make sure you bring spare parts for us because we'll need it.
We brought the parts.
I will. Trust me, I will take parts off your car at the hotel. Put them right on mine. I won't feel so bad.
At least we'll know where to go.
Yeah. Look for like the transmission and all like the trail of tools. You'll be able to find where I am. Just making a big mess, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna load this thing up on the trailer, and these guys are hightailing it back home. Quick 17-hour drive.
Yeah. Hopefully quicker than 17 hours.
Yeah.
See, it's worth driving to get stuff.
There you go. Hey, you don't gotta sell me on it. I always drive for stuff. But yeah. All right, let's get her loaded up. Man, what a hot rod. Reverse is kind of funny there. It's almost... Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I meant to tell you that. Oh, yeah. Oh, manual steering. They were going to put power steering on there. Those kind of guys.
Yeah, it's 100%.
100%. Oh, it has brake lights and everything that work.
Oh, seems safe.
Man. What a cool car.
That thing does look good.
It does look good. And the best part, they actually wanted it yellow and I painted it like an idiot.
No.
So I feel bad about that. I shouldn't have done it. Trying to appeal to the masses. And look at this, they dropped off quarter panel bits. So now we get to use those on something. So we have two-door doors, we have two-door quarter panels that are cut into 4. Works out perfect. Figure it out. Oh yeah.
Look at that. Look at that beast.
It's a hot
He's
rod.
so happy.
No brakes. I like it. Okay, well, I mean, it's a couple hours later. That's just the guys that bought it.
Show them the shirts in the bag.
Oh.
They came bearing gifts.
No, these guys, man, they were super
They were
awesome.
so sweet.
So they got, well, his own deal or whatever. They have like some sort of a production company, 52. So they got shirts and all that. And then they were at the racetrack. So they got us, like, come on, that's awesome. That was like fantastic. Easy to deal with guys when they show up with cash, take your car, and give you presents. And they gave me some center caps and those quarter panels and stuff. Like,
And it was just a good home.
it's going to
We're
good people.
excited about it.
You know what?
I did wish you left it yellow.
Wish stuff like yellow, yeah. Again, I know I've said it before, but every car we sold, I think, went to a good home. And I mean, you know, some people let me have it in the comments about pricing and all that. I think I priced stuff fair. Again, every car sold within just, I think 3 days was the longest the car sat for sale. So, which is good. I'm glad we can kind of pass it on. I wish I could give them all away for free, but that's just not the case. So we have to make a few bucks. But yeah, anyway, car stuff. So I got I don't know where we ended it. We got the metering block in and all that, so that's cool. It's late. We got kind of, got to bullshitting. But I do want to just kind of bleed the master here, make sure that's all good. So this master is off a Corvette, so it's a disc deal. Disc metering block. All we got to do is make 2 lines to feed the metering block, and then tomorrow I'll probably get the drive shaft, fingers crossed, and then while I'm under there we can do the lines and then fill the transmission up and we're all set. So you want to hop in or you want to just watch this as I bleed it?
Yeah. What am I looking for?
Bubbles? Is anything happening?
No.
What?
There's nothing happening? Is it supposed to be connected to something?
Well, that rod I put under there should be pushing on something. Unless it's... What the heck's going on here? Well, I can't imagine. I didn't do it on the bench, but I thought this would be fine. Oh, I see what the problem is.
What's the problem?
I'm the problem. I need a 7/16 or a 9/16 wrench. Can you check the wrench area? I think there's one right under you. So I was working on it under the car.
That's not it. That's not it.
Come on, Danielle. Who organized the
over
wrenches
there?
around here?
There was, I know, I touched a whole bunch of 9/16 when we were looking for stuff.
It is my favorite wrench. Favorite and most common. Alright, well, we gotta find a wrench and then we'll be right back. Oh, we don't have one.
So what do you have to do here?
I have to adjust this rod, which hopefully will be loose. thing's got a bit of a deeper deal. Whoops. Gentle. Okay. Well, this. Oh, ow! There's pokey things all over around here. Ow! Stupid hot rods.
You can't really see what you're doing, but we're like the noises.
You like this noise?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, should I be looking at it now?
No. Oh, this might need a little slug in it, which I'm not going to have. This may be a kerfuffle.
All right, well, we're gonna go eat some dinner.
Oh, yeah, it's a disaster, Danielle.
Oh, no.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, language.
All right. Well, I have to remake something tomorrow. But at least I know that tonight.
That's true.
Make me something nice. Dan here. DD Speech Shop. So,
This isn't a new video.
oh. Dan here, new day, vidya. So where we left it. It's all,
For the challenge, you're not very good.
it's all the same. So in the last vidya, I had discovered a small problem. So this is the push rod for the brake pedal, which pushes into the back of the master cylinder. And this one worked good. There's no issues. Do I get brake fluid on me? No. But the disc one, which is actually I wouldn't say common, but it's aftermarket stuff, where the rod goes in, it's almost drilled out, and it probably goes in about an inch. So what happened is, obviously, this would be further in to the master before we have any travel. So I thought I had one, but I don't. They sell, or the kits come with, basically it's like a plug. It's probably like a 1-inch plug, and it basically turns one with a deep hole into a shallow hole. Or they also sell where you can have an extended rod. So we're going to build an extended rod for this deep hole master. Danny is losing it. All right. So what we're going to do, I thought I had some 3/8 round stock, but it turns out it's probably like 5/16 or quarter. So I've taken our small rod. You got to work with what you got. And we're going to put that there, and we're going to put the bolt there, and that will square it up nicely-ish. And then I'm going to weld the tar out of it. I'll then clean the weld up, and we'll cut off the threads. I think we only probably need an inch, which will then presto changeo, make ourselves an extendo rod. It's not that funny, Danielle. This is a serious show. I feel like you're not taking this very seriously. Oh no, this rod's in the way.
Jeez, easy on my rod.
We can't even close through it. Easy on my rod. Oh, but you know what I'm gonna do? I need my welding helmet. You wanna get that for me next door?
But the people.
Screw these people. We don't even like them. Okay, so here's how we're going to lengthen our rod. Put that on there. Hopefully this will ground itself. Lots of heat and deep penetration is the key here. So I've rounded off the end here. All these are terms. So we'll have lots of weld there. You know, brakes, you gotta take brakes seriously. So we should be able to lay that down flat-ish. Oops. Well, it wasn't the best of welds, but it went. It's a little on the not straight side. Can I bend it? Yeah. Fix that with the grinder after. Ow. How? Oh, not bad.
Everybody complains when I don't get close-up shots of you working, but they don't understand sparks and metal shards hurt.
Yeah. So now we'll just kind of clean this up, and I'll trim off the end, and hopefully it will have the desired length. Oh, right on the glass. I need a different grinding it. Actually, I got a whole bunch of brand new ones inside on the Amazon. Can you get them on the shelf?
I'd love to.
Thank you. What's this?
A present. But our address is on there, so don't turn it up. It sounds right.
Present from who?
From me.
Oh, this is a present for you, let's be honest.
No.
Someone keeps losing lights around here. Thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
Where did I put my... Oh, no. Body work.
Honestly, that's more annoying because I have to just edit out the sound.
Why?
Because it's loud.
I don't hear anything. Just put some muffs. Muffs on the little guy there.
Muff, little baby muffs on
Yeah.
your microphone?
That'd be pretty good. Like for kids at a monster truck. Okay. Oh, God, that's stupid. I need another grinder. So I can just have one as a cutter and one as a grinder. One of these days we'll be able to afford that. Mint. Okay. So there we go. One extended rod. A little on the wampus side. See. Oh, I need a light. Pass me one of those?
I feel like they're probably dead.
No, they come charged.
Do they?
Because of people like me who have no patience.
Oh, I can't reach.
Oh, Danielle.
Well, why'd you put them where only tall people can get them?
My defense. I'm tall. Made in China. Oh, is it a 2-pack? Oh, think how many I can
I
lose.
got you so. I think I bought 4 of them.
See, 2. Oh, yeah. You want to stroke out while we're working? Okay, let's see if this fits or if we gotta do more grinding. Oh, yeah. That's
Are
be
you sure,
perfect.
Mom? I can really get
My phone's ringing. Myrrh? Go for Dan.
Go for Dan. How you doing, boo?
Good, what's up? Okay, we got the extended rod on.
Bubbles.
Oh, good. Honestly, I could have made that rod another half-inch longer, so it's kind of...
Bubbles in just one.
Are they both pushing fluid, though?
Yeah?
Well, does it look like anything's happening?
Yeah.
At both? Maybe you should hit the pedal and let me look at it.
Push it. I'll just pull this one out so I can see.
But the idea is we don't want... I'll push it down and then put it back in so it doesn't suck air back.
Yeah,
Okay, put it down.
I did.
Okay, so is there still air coming out or we're good?
Oh, there's like bubbles happening still in the front one.
Lots or just little ones?
Well, it's like squirting out from like the little holes.
We're gonna say it's fine. So that's that. Now we could probably reuse those lines. That one looks pretty bent. I wonder if I have any 5/16ths.
Do you want me to push it?
Or
and then
quarter,
you can
maybe?
see it?
I asked you that and you said no.
Well, here, you take that.
Do, 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 do. It's the middle one. Okay, hang on. Pick it up. and push it down and hold it down. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Would have thought there would have been a little bit more fluid there, but I don't know. I actually thought they moved a bunch of fluid. Guess we'll just see what happens there. And if it's all junk, we'll change the master cylinder. Okay, so we got to run 2 lines there, and then actually, while the welder's out, we might as well use this. Oh, right. I have to borrow parts off the car to make this work. I need
Which car?
this one. So I need to. This is going to be floppy on the whatever. We'll zip tie it, to the tube. But the end here kind of needs a little hold, and we have this right there. So this car, for whatever reason, and people told me about it for years, but this disc brake was one of the first ones I ever got from Speedway. And in the instructions, it wants you to have the disc, like the caliper, on the front, which just looks weird, but ultimately it all works the same. And it gave you these little weld-on tabs, and I was lazy and never cut off the old ones, so now I can just zip them off and use them. See, I knew 5 years ago my laziness would pay off.
Past Dan looking out for future Dan.
So we'll crawl under the back and just get this all kind of started, see what we want it to look like, and go from there. We do got to figure out how to bleed the brakes, and I'm fighting now if I should take that diff apart, because I have the e-brake cable on that, but the one I ordered is supposed to be in tomorrow, so take it all apart or just wait a day. You know me with my patience. I have none, but we don't need an e-brake this second. We're not driving it. So let's just see what this looks like under here.
You want us to come with you underneath?
Not really. I like a little alone time. So, I got the front, well, we got all the brakes kind of plumbed. It's probably some loose fittings. We'll have to kind of get in there. The back, I want a little, I don't know what we'll call it. The way the brakes were kind of run on the car don't really match the way the aftermarket kit is, so we kind of did a little bit of goofiness, but brakes are brakes. So, how can I... magnet. Okay. So on this side, like I'll just, zap strap it or something like that. I don't have any little clips, so bear with me. That's just kind of, technical, but that's how that's going to go. That'll be fine. This side is kind of more the same. Now where it got goofy was right here. So the thing is, on a Tri-5 Chevrolet, the brakes come out on that side. They kind of come straight back to here, and then they tee, and it has a short line and then a long line. And these are, this was kind of a long flex line, so it was either, I don't know. I just did this, so I'm not super proud of it, but it goes out, around, and then back in. So we'll kind of bend that into place and make it look a little prettier, but brakes is brakes. Now, the problem is, apparently you have to do something with this emergency brake. So the emergency brake, I believe, it's just a mechanical version, so you pull ahead on that, and it will mechanically push in the caliper. So I assume you probably just need some sort of pressure on it or relief on it for it to flow fluid, so we can bleed the thing. I do have the bleeder, it's in the front, it's loose, and I've been kind of gravity bleeding, but nothing's happening, so we're showing this side. It's the right, easier side for me to look at. So you can see the bleeder's up there. So I'm hoping if I just kind of put a little bit of pressure with my hand, Danny can pump the brakes and we can bleed it, at least get some juice to there. And then we'll have brakes and we can mess with the park brake cable after, because it's literally just loops in there, goes through. We'll join it right there, and then up to the front, and it should be just fine. So we'll see here what we can accomplish. Let's see if we can bleed the first one, and then go from there. I'll let you know if it works in the other one. So we're struggling a little bit with the brakes. So I decided to take a break and put the drive shaft in, make sure that was right. And I gotta say, it's, as always, perfect. Ryan at Domar is just an absolute superstar. You drop off a pile of garbage, and For me, anyways, he works pretty quick. I don't know what that's everyone, but I'm sure he's a pretty good guy. So these I put in were like non-greasable, solid U-joints, which I wanted for, I think they're better for a little tougher anyway. So we got those in there. I wish this drive shaft could be on top because it's such a nice little piece of art there. But we'll tighten this up. What else we got? So the brakes, we got the fronts bled. I have fluid to the back. I have fluid to the bottom of the caliper. And it just won't bleed. And we were kind of playing with it and playing with the e-brake and just doing all sorts of ugliness with no real luck. So I was looking at online, people were saying you gotta, take the brakes apart, maybe gravity bleed them, and like all sorts of stuff that I just honestly don't feel like doing right now. So can you pop the thing in neutral? So I think we're going to kind of keep going underneath here. I got some gear oil. I don't know, does it say N? Oh, so I can't. Nothing's moving here. That's definitely not neutral. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to keep giving her. I think, so I have enough. How are you struggling for neutral? So I figured it out. It's fine now. You can put it in park if you want. Do you know where park is? All the way at the front. So I'll put gear oil in it. We actually got to fill the gear vendor, which I think it only takes like a liter or a quart for you Freedom units. And then that'll all have fluid in it. The diff will have fluid in it that we can see if the wheels will spin, which I can't imagine why they wouldn't. And I guess leave the brakes for another day. Tomorrow the e-brake cable is supposed to show up, so I can mess with that. I can't imagine it has anything to do with it. I don't understand why this would not work. Hang on, let me see if I can get the light in here some way, somehow. So we took the brakes apart all the way. You can see actually there's, maybe. The magnet on your China lights aren't that good. But you can see there's drops of fluid on the bottom there. So we got fluid right to there, guaranteed. I tried just jamming my Leatherman in this. This is how the e-brake is like spring loaded. So I tried kind of messing with that, but that does nothing. So what it recommends, I guess, is you take this caliper off. You then put it horizontal, which makes the bleeder the high part, and you kind of just bleed it that way. So that's a little tedious, I'm not going to lie, and all that, but I don't know. Such is life. Here's the camera back, baby. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just put some fluid in everything. And I mean, at this point now, the drive line's complete. It's together. We put fluid in it. We can run it and be happy. We just don't have back brakes, which...
Be happy being the key.
Happy? Yeah. I think it's a job for tomorrow. It's just one of those things. We're going to battle, and it's not quite there. I got to get those brake clips anyways and stuff like that. So it's not like we're going to be done tonight. And then tomorrow, hopefully by the time we get home from work, the e-brake cable will be here so we can battle on another one. But let's put some fluid in this thing, which is going to be a pain. I don't know how this is. Oh, yes. Allen key. So we'll get some gear oil, dump it in there, and let's just hear a rev or something like that for fun, I need that. Okay, so we got gear oil in it, we got oil in the transmission, we got oil in the vendor. Actually, John recommended Dextron in the gear vendor, so that's what they used to have, and they actually had Dextron 2, and I had some Dextron 2 from the Nomad. So that's what went in there. So he's warrantying it if there's a problem. So I did put some trans oil in it before. I'm a little concerned. Hopefully that just won't fall on me or break.
You just want to close it?
Well, I have to check the transmission level. So So we have to make sure it runs. Actually, we probably check the oil level too. Oh yeah, we're good. So that's cool. John was concerned about my oil pan work. I think it's fine. I think, hopefully he's watching, disclaimer. So obviously we're putting this thing together, and I mean, it made all that horsepower, and I realized when it makes all that horsepower, it probably needs a few fancier parts that we have on it. Like we have a stock fuel pump, probably not going to keep up for the task. The oil pan, I put 5 quarts in it, but I mean, you know, you always run the risk of it. High RPM, extended time, that, you know, the oil's on the top of the motor, won't come back down. So really, if we're going to be like legit, like we go drag and drive or do something like that, a fuel system's in its future, you know, some sort of like an oil pan meant for this deal, obviously meant for it, would make a big difference. So there you go. I think it will start and run.
Absolutely.
Oh, you are. You're hopeful.
That's why you keep me around.
Is it? Is there anything in the way? I gotta tighten that fan up too, it squeals. It does sound good. So, the transmission cooler is still leaking. Like bad. What a hassle. And it's got fluid in it. See it has reverse. Which it does. Oh, it's obviously needs a little bit more. Rolling. Stop. Ooh. Something's feels like something's kind of touching or rotating at something. Oh, we got signals. Something feels like it's kind of got a rotationally noise or feeling inside. It's almost like something's touching. But you know who's going to deal with that? Future Dan. Because present Dan is over it. Also, it's pouring transmission oil out. I like using hydraulic line. Danielle, watch where you're stepping. I like using hydraulic line because it doesn't screw up, but the clamps sometimes can't get tight enough and it just obliterates the clamps, so we'll just have to get some regular fuel line or something like that on it. But there we go. It runs. It makes noise. It goes in and out of gear, front and back. So we know the transmission's good, so that's cool. I wonder what that... You know what? It might just be how it is. I kind of forget how this dealio is, but it's got solid motor mounts, so that's probably part of it. Well, that's kind of cool, eh? Spooky. So, you want to hold that side, and we'll put this thing down. I really wish it didn't blow out the speakers, because it does sound like it just...
You feel a little happier again?
No, I'm furious at this car right now.
But did you get a bit of joy from the sound?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like it always amazes me how the car, like everything in it was kind of meant for it or was in it before, and it fights so hard for no reason. But I guess that's just hot rod. Like this thing has had so many hours put in it. Like it's crazy. But anyway, I'll get over my little pity party. But it runs, so the transmission works. Oh, Fox guy. Everything's cool there. Obviously, all the shifter and all that is hooked up proper. What was I fighting? Oh, the brakes. Yeah, so another kit that's similar recommends take the wheels off, like I said, take the calipers off, hang them, let them gravity bleed. And I'm like, this is just like asinine. As if that's the thing. Like the bleeder's on top. But it also feels like there's just not as much pressure on the back circuit as I think there should be. Like the front, you crack the front brakes and poof, it's a geyser. The back, I mean, it's pushing fluid, but not as much, which it makes sense for it to be like a drum brake deal because they don't have to move much. But I thought the front, being a disc setup, it would have a pile more pressure. But it's got a disc master, a disc metering block, and a rear disc. So all the stuff point to I'm the problem. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna, let's say I'm gonna clean up some more and then not do it because that's always fun. And keep fighting looking for wrenches. So we gotta get transmission line hooked up proper and the brakes. But I think tomorrow we'll focus on maybe changing the seat.
Yeah.
Let's have a little win there. We'll change the seat. Maybe we'll hook up the gear vendor, wire it up properly. Get some clips for the brakes. We'll look at the brakes maybe a little bit, but ultimately we're getting there. And then at some point, whether it's tomorrow or not, I think it's supposed to be crap weather tomorrow, but we have to steal the dash and the turn signals out of the Nomad. One of the Nomads.
Peter, meet Paul.
No, but we stole from this car for that. So this one originally gave it up. So it's just going back to the way it should be.
I think if you steal from the blue Nomad, people will kill
Oh yeah, I won't steal from that one. But I might have stuff in the basement. We'll have to look. I might have a set of signal lights. And then there's a couple guys that had clusters online. But unfortunately, they're all like hours out of town. And I just don't have the time right now to do that. So anyway, thanks for watching.
Wait,
I don't know what happened today on this video.
can you show the people my pants? I have Dee Speed Shop pants.
Oh yeah, you're
now.
working hard. Look at how dirty they are. Oh, good for you. Okay, they've had enough of that. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know what this video was about because it happened over 2 days and it was absolute carnage. So let's just...
Just call this video Dan is not happy.
Dan didn't win.
Sometimes you lose. That's just hot rod.
Let's just clean up a little bit here. I have put these boxes out to throw out I don't know how many times. And I get angry and put them back in. You can get a lot done in a little garage with a big mess on the ground. Enter comments of, Dan, you're working too hard. Take a minute, clean up, it'll go better. No, I will fight through and get angry. Now what's for dinner?
Thanks for watching. Chicken's in the oven.
Yes.
Leave a comment below. Check out the merch at ddSpeedShop.ca.
They don't care about that. They're only coming back to watch me suffer. So you guys win today. See you on the next one.